Hey guys, it's time to work. So, today is an editing day, pure editing. I'm actually on my editing computer, which is in my bedroom. It's iMac, because everyone craps on Mac. Well, not everyone. Everyone craps on Apple and Macs and stuff. When actually, I've always found that editing on a Mac is so much smoother and streamlined. Like, it cuts off at least 3 hours of editing time in comparison to when I edit on a PC. Just because the operating system is so smooth, and how the programs open is just so fast, and it's great for creative stuff. Gaming, not so much. In fact, it's terrible for gaming. Which is why I have a gaming PC that I use pretty much exclusively for gaming and recording stuff for my gaming channel, because PCs are great at capturing. I've never really enjoyed the videos that I've captured on the Mac, so that's why I have two. I also got a MacBook. I might install Boot Camp on that, because I want to play games when I travel. So, I've been wanting to get an iPad, because everyone I know has got an iPad and they say they use it. And I don't know what I would use it for, because like if I need a portable device, I just use my phone. I've got an iPhone 6. So if I need to look something up, I just use my phone. But I guess having an iPad, it's good, because then, especially for cosplayers, because then you can look at like costumes bigger and then zoom in than you could on like an iPhone, but you don't need to carry around a big MacBook. My MacBook's a beast. It is heavy because the specs are really good on it. I paid quite a bit for it. So, as you can tell, I'm mostly better now. There's still something not quite right. I can feel it's not quite right, so I'm still not going to Kitacom. But fabric shopping is definitely on Sunday, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, oh my god, I've entered ECG, the European Cosplay Gathering. I've entered the preliminaries for that, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really fun, because I get to the cosplay I'm doing so different to everything else I've ever done. I need to learn how to make props. I'm learning how to use fiberglass. It's insane what I'm having to teach myself how to do. And I've also got to sew using materials that I've never gotten to use before. I'm actually using fur for bits. I'm trying to find like leather that doesn't look like leather, more like elk, but it's got to be blue. So that could be a bit difficult. It needs to be like fluffy in texture, but not like fluffy. I mean like, you know, like short, loose fibers. But it needs to be leathery at its base. So I don't know the name for a fabric like that. The people that usually run the fabric warehouses don't usually speak English that well. That's not a complaint of mine, because honestly, I just see the world as one planet. I don't really enjoy the concept of countries and not being able to travel to different land masses, because the concept of countries are imaginary. There's like nothing in the sky saying like, you are currently in England. Like it's all imaginary. It's all just a concept we created as humans to try and get to terms with how the world works. Well, now we don't need that. We've got the internet and we're all connected. Now I believe our physical world should represent where our minds are at now. And our minds are at a point where we don't need to be separated like we once were. I do feel like we do need like separate governing bodies for each sort of set of land, but I do feel like we should be free to travel around the world as we see fit. But, you know, there are assholes out there that try and force their religion on other people, and that ain't cool. That is not cool. That being said, my people have been burnt at the stake for thousands of years for believing what we believe, so That's also not cool. But yeah, European Cosplay Gathering, really, really looking forward to that. I don't want to say who I'm cosplaying, but the song I'm performing, or dancing to, is it's going to be to, I think, Morning Sky is the name of the song. It's from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It's called Morning Sky. It's like the intro theme to the game. I just need to like cut it up and do like a 1 minute mix, because you're only allowed 1 minute on stage, and that's not a lot of time. Which is good because it gives me like a solid almost 2 months to come up with a really good dance and really get it on point, but at the same time, not a lot of time. And I've only entered one cosplay contest before this. Actually, no, that's not true. I've done 4 now, but one contest that had like a traditional format where you had to do a skit. The rest I did was sort of walk-on contests, where it's very, very more like modelling, which is kind of, you know, what I specialise in terms of cosplay. I look good, and I just, you know, I'm confident in my looks, and that translates into my cosplay. You know, I did get a comment the other day saying, Faust, you know, for a male YouTuber, you rely on your looks a lot. You should probably stop doing that. And I didn't respond, but I really wanted to respond with, well, if everyone else can rely on ugly, why can't I rely on pretty? Drag Race fans will know what that's a reference to. But it's true. It's true. Like so many male YouTubers, not saying that this is a bad thing. People run their YouTube channels however they want. I don't care, as long as I can run mine however I want. But so many male YouTubers rely on the being a geek stereotype, wearing gaming t-shirt, and I don't do that. I rely on my looks, because I'm a model and I'm confident in my looks, and I've been paid for my looks. Not looking so hot today because it's a working day, so there's no point in relying on my looks. So, look tired. People always say, oh, you look so tired today, Faust. No, I normally wear concealer to hide these. These are always there, no matter what I do. They've been there my whole life. It's not that I'm thirsty. It's not that I'm. It's not that I don't get enough sleep. These are just always there because this part of my skin is really, really thin, and this part of under my eye is really, really hollow, and the bone around there, rather than being shaped smoothly, it's shaped like this. So it's like consistent bruising as well. So it doesn't hurt. Like, the skin around there has just become sort of immune to that consistent bruising in terms of pain. Like, the nerves just don't pick up the pain. But at the same time, you know, it's dark circles. No matter what I do, I'll have them. And I will always look like this. Until I put on makeup, and then I transform how I look. And I look like a real-life cartoon character. And people find it weird that a male likes to wear makeup. And people, like, I will admit, I learned how to do makeup from drag queens properly, but I was wearing makeup before them. When I was a kid, I would go into school, and I had like a locker that was on the ground, and I wasn't sure if my parents would be okay with me wearing makeup, so I would get my friends that were girls to buy me makeup with my lunch money. I'd have them go into shops and buy makeup for me, and rather than eating lunch in school, and I'd put on like cheap foundation, and I'd be laying on the floor against my locker, which is where I stored all my makeup, and I had like a mirror in the locker, and I'd be painting on foundation and stuff, and oh god, I've been wearing makeup I started when I was 14, so I've been wearing makeup for closer to 10 years than I have, closer to 10 years than 5 years, which is a long time. People always say, why am I not open about my age? And simply because I think I've explained this before, but I believe symbols have power, and numbers are symbols. So when you give away your age, you're giving away some of your power. So at all costs try and avoid giving away your age. Obviously, in our society, there are times where you have to give away your age, and that's fine. Just in a casual environment with friends or family, mid-20s. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And the moment I hit 47, I will be in my mid-30s. And on that note, I'm going to leave this. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Time to Work.